In Memphis, we know a thing or two about resilience. From the grindhouse to the Delta, we protect what's ours. But when pests invade your home, it's time to fight back. Grade A Pest knows how to handle what crawls, flies, and bites. With local experience and guaranteed results.
I'm Reggie with Grade A Pest Control. We service the Memphis metro area. That also includes DeSoto and Fayette County as well.
Grade A Pest has the entire Mid-South covered. So if bugs and pests put you to the test, let Grade A solve your problem. In Memphis, nothing comes easy, and that's exactly how we like it. This is a city built on hustle, on heart, on grit. And at Carway, our rides are built the same way. Tough, reliable, ready for the grind. No games, no gimmicks, just Memphis-style service. Real, honest, and built on trust. Where grit meets grind, you meet your next ride. Carway, grit, grind, and Pink Beetles. Welcome to the Daily Grind, a Bluff City Media daily podcast. Stepping up to the microphone is your host, Luke Hatmaker. Grab your favorite morning brew, and let's get to the show.
Luke Hatmaker was stepping up to the mic to sing y'all Ricky Martin in honor of the halftime show, and he just pieced up out the studio.
I'm so sorry. To superstition, the black cats and voodoo dolls. I'm Loca this morning. I don't know what happened. I clicked my mouse. I yelled shit because I was like, welcome to the Daily Grind, everybody. Rusty, I'm sorry to do that to you.
Oh, you're good, brother.
I was like, yeah, we're going to be honest today about our thoughts. And then I was just like, see you, Rusty. Have a good show. Welcome to the Daily Grind, everybody. We are presented by FanDuel. Good morning, Edward. Good morning, Rusty. I'm your host, Luke Hatmaker. I normally don't peace out that early. But how are you, sir?
I'm better now that you're back. I thought I was going to have to be honest about some things last night, and you told me we were going to do that, and then left me high and dry. But, we're good. I had a good weekend. We'll talk about that more at the end of the segment for sure. But I did go out for a beer last night before the Super Bowl, and I was hanging out at a bar, and all of a sudden somebody jumped up and yelled, "Does anybody know CPR?" And I turned and said, "Yeah, and I know all the other letters of the alphabet." We all laughed and laughed and laughed. Except this one guy. Welcome to the Daily Grind.
I was like, Rusty, that's not as funny as your normal ones. And then you had it at the end. I was like, oh, yeah, someone died. Love it. Everybody
you can't make him laugh with a good death pun. You ain't going to make him laugh.
Everybody laughed with the one guy who needs.
Everybody laughs except that one guy. He ain't laugh very much.
I'm going to think about that one all day, and it's going to...
I'm like, tough crowd.
You know what? Bit of a... You know what? We got a couple tough crowds. Speaking of tough crowds, we got a couple tough crowds we're probably going to have to talk about today. First and foremost, we're going to get to the Super Bowl. But, shout out everybody in the comments, first of all. Thank you all. I see Edward. I see Jalen. Thank you, guys. If you are not over hanging out with us on YouTube, go hang out over there. Like, subscribe, thumbs up us there. We can see your comments. We'll put them up on the screen. We can talk to you. We can discuss. And we got to discuss the Grizzlies. They're playing.
They're playing.
They're playing. They're playing the Golden State Warriors, baby. They're playing the Golden State Warriors, and I'll be damned if this injury report isn't the smallest we've had all season. Probably because
shout out Jalen. Just know we're all in this together, buddy. Like
yeah.
we're talking about. This is the shortest injury list we've had all year, and it's still pretty lengthy, missing some key guys, but we're in this together. We appreciate you, Jalen, always being here with us, rocking with us, man.
Yeah, brother. Thank you. We're in this together. And, the Grizzlies are going to need, well, maybe they don't need, I mean, it's clear now the goal is to tank. And Vegas sees that, FanDuel, they've got the Grizzlies currently plus 220 underdogs. Warriors are minus 270. Makes sense. It's 7-point spread. I don't know. This is about seeing what these young guys have, right? Like, I mean, because the collective age of our guys, there's only 2 dudes over 30, I think, and it's KCP and it might just be KCP. It's
young, getting close.
It's a young team. Like, this is a young team. There's average age is probably 23. I know you want to see this. This is what I want to see. Let's start here. You want to see Sed and Gigi? Like, is that what you're focusing on tonight?
It is. I want to see Sed. I want to see Gigi. I want Walter Clayton Jr.'s calf injury to not be that bad so that he can play some more. I want to see what we've got in Omax because I liked what I saw from Omax on Saturday night where he had a good game. I mean, he shot really well, 25 points. Like, you see flickers of it. So I want to see what we've got in these young guys. And y'all make sure you tune in to the $2 Sports Show at 11 a.m. Wayno and I are going to give you a survival guide to the rest of the season because I see a lot of y'all, and I'm not talking about y'all as in the collective here in the comments, but y'all in the collective Grizzleverse, as it were.
The conscious.
The Grizzlies conscious that are crashing out during these games, talking about minutes and shot, selection and who's shooting more than who. Like, it don't matter. Like, this point, if you can't see that we're tanking, you need to go touch some grass because, like, it's going to be an ugly back half of the season, and you can choose to be miserable and throw your hands up and yell and scream and stomp your feet about Tomas's rotations and Omax taking 21 shots and, whatever. But my brother in Christ, Jemai Meshach, is getting minutes at the 5. He is 6'3". Like, if you're crashing out over a team that's doing that, you need to get off. You need to put your phone down. You need to go breathe some fresh air because it's going to be ugly. But now back to the matter at hand. I want to see a lot of Sed and Gigi. I have a sneaky spidey sense that they're going to shut Sed down at some point. They've already kind of laid the groundwork for that with the foot thing. He's dealing with a stress reaction in his foot, much like Zach Edey was. He's playing through it. It's a night-by-night basis. I'm good at reading tea leaves, and those tea leaves tell me I see a shutdown coming.
Yep.
But in the meantime, I want Sed and Gigi getting a lot of shots, a lot of action together, because that could be your starting 2-3 or starting 2-4 of the future with added reps for Gigi if he continues to progress like he is. My one caveat to that, Luke, and I want to get your opinion on this. We've seen Gigi excel as the only option and be a shot chucker. And it kind of set him back for another season. You remember his freshman campaign, he could take all the shots he wanted. And so he went and put up 40-something points, taking 27, 28 shots a night. Are you worried that Gigi is going to get back in that habit? Or is this kind of a new Gigi to where he sees his role? He can go get buckets, but he's going to stay within himself in this new role.
I think the latter. I think that, and if anything, say what you want about T.I., he does seem to hold his players accountable. And I think that whereas Taylor Jenkins did not, I just think that T.I. will hold him to that.
I like that.
He's still young. And so I think that he's still going to be, I don't expect him to be, he is a youngin'. I don't expect him to be as mature. He can't have grown all that much. He showed maturity up here, but expecting him to grow leaps and bounds up here isn't fair to him.
He's 21. His frontal lobe is still developing.
Exactly.
It's not like it's all the way solidified yet.
Exactly. And so I think that he is a smart enough kid, and I think T.I. is going to hold him accountable, where I think he's going to realize his role this year as opposed to his rookie year. And
if he does, that's going to be a dangerous role player for this team. He's 6'9". He's unbelievable. Here we go. Jalen's already bringing it up. Jalen, you want everybody to get 9-10 rebounds a night. I think y'all harp on Jaren every night. You got to rebound. Now it's like, now Gigi's got to rebound. But I agree. Gigi does need a rebound. Gigi really needs to get his assists up. That's the one thing. If y'all want to gripe about Gigi, it's the fact that he dribbles a hole in the floor with a basketball. He doesn't see the floor super well. He'll get you 5-6 rebounds, and from a wing, that's a good night.
Not bad.
But I agree that the assists need to get back up.
Yep. I mean, and Jalen brings up a good point. They just cut Cam Thomas and Brooklyn for that exact reason. If he can get his assist up, you're absolutely right. This is going to be a deadly role player. There's two other guys.
He's so athletic with that Euro overstep. Sorry, and that
I
like
love,
that big, like he's our dunker. Like there's so much raw potential here that like we've already seen growth, and if he can continue to mature and grow in this direction, Luke, we've got ourselves a doozy.
There is a great. You look at I mean, I hate to compare. To me, the Denver Nuggets are kind of like the blueprint on how to, like I love their team, and they've got a big center. They also have a premier guy in the dunker spot, Aaron Gordon. I think that if Gigi can take that role in that dunker spot, like give it to me. Like if he can really perfect that role, I would love that.
That, and then you add in Omax, who could be. I love that corner three from Omax. He had several this weekend from there. He had a few from the top of the key, especially in that second Trailblazers game where I think he had, was it 25 points?
25 points.
It was.
Yep, him and Javon Small.
Yeah, like just had a whale of a game. But like if he can develop that kind of a 3-point shot, like Omax is going to be tough, man. Like off the bench, like you see it, right? Like there's kind of glimpses of, well, this is why he was a lottery pick. And then there's other times it's like, oh, this is the second coming of Lance Stevenson, right? Like he's just chaos and just dribble the ball off his foot out of bounds. Like you can see it that it's there. But yeah, it was Saturday night. He had 25 points, along with Javon Small's 22. He was 7 of 8 from 3. 7 of 8 from 3. If that guy could be our 3-and-D like combo forward 3-4 guy off the bench, again, as cheap as we're going to be able to get him. That's another electric role player off the bench. And I'm like, it'll give me a lot of more gray hairs in my beard as you see him coming in over here. But Gigi and Omax on the floor at the same time it'd be nothing but exciting. That's for sure.
I completely agree. And it's if he can be that 3-and-D guy off the bench, off that role, I mean, that would be amazing because he's going to come cheap. We got other cheap role players off the bench. You look at Cam Spencer, who is going to continue to get run. He's on a great contract, and like we've seen what he can do in his ideal role off the bench. I should have had to pull that. Santi's playing tonight. You got Santi and Ty Jerome and Scottie Pippen Jr., which I guess are the quote unquote vets on this team. We'll see, along with KCP. We'll see what they do. I
hope to see Walter Clayton Jr. I do. I kind of like what I've seen from him. Like it's raw, but like he got some gas and he can go. Like he can get that offense rolling, and he kind of, this offense is a little bit different than like a traditional offense. There is pick and roll, but it's just pace. And he kind of stepped right in and was running it well. Now I'm not sitting here saying he's our starting point guard of the future, so don't come at me with the pitchforks in the comments here. But like, I don't know about you, Luke, but I like what I saw from him over the weekend. He moves well with and without the ball, and he's not scoring a whole bunch. I mean, he had he had 11 and 8 over the weekend, 2 really good nights for a backup point guard. But he had 7 assists to 2 turnovers on Saturday, as opposed to Friday night, 4 assists to 3 turnovers. That's what you want to see, right? You want to see in a backup point guard like this what their assist to turnover ratio is. And 7 assists to 2 turnovers is not a bad Saturday night in the office.
And he's rebounding too. For a backup point guard, if you can get like 8 points, like 6 assists, 3 rebounds, I'm okay with that.
Same. And you log 18 minutes, spelling Ty Jerome and Scottie Pippen Jr. and Darian Peterson, putting it out there, Darian Peterson, whoever. I'm like if you can get like in 18 minutes, you can give us, like you said, 8 points, 6 assists, and 4 boards. I will be very grateful that you're on our basketball team.
Yeah. Another guy I want to talk about, and I'm going to mix this in with our prop of the morning, presented by FanDuel. This is where I pick a prop from the morning, obviously. And I'm going to keep it with this guy. How about that? I'm going to keep it with this game because someone else that I want to talk about, who we haven't mentioned yet, Jalen Wells, has been contributing as of late, and the prop that I have specifically involves him. Over 17.5 points, rebounds, and assists. He's hit this, and this is the easy one. He has hit this in 4 of the last 5 games. Like he's 17.5 points, rebounds, and assists for what Jalen's been doing lately isn't that much. It's not that much.
I mean, you think about that's 11 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists, and like that's a normal Jalen Wells kind of night.
Yep, the 2.5 made threes. That's what makes these odds positive. My thinking is he's made at least 2 threes in 4 of the last 5 games.
Mm-hmm.
He's gone for like 2, 4, 2, 7. I want my odds to be a little positive. I want to be able to make a little money. I think Jalen is, I would say, getting more comfortable as the season's gone on without the pressure. And shout out, I saw something on the X. I think he's first in drawing the hardest assignments in the league this year.
Yeah, I got tagged in that. Whoever that creator was, shout out to you for tagging me in that. But I got tagged in that. Awesome. Yeah, he is still drawing the toughest assignments, which tonight will be Moses Moody pods.
Oh yeah,
Steph's out.
Steph's out. You're right. I forgot.
Steph is out tonight. Looks like their starting lineup might be either Pat Spencer or D Melt at the point guard. Then you got Pods or Melt at the 2. Moses Moody, Draymond, and Al Horford. We asked, but this Warriors team ain't much less ass than us.
No, I don't like anything.
we might be like a double XL and they're like an XL, right? Like it ain't a lot different here. With this lineup, this might be like, don't get mad, Grizz fans, but this might be one where we can sneak up and get a win on a team with a winning record, because it's kind of like us last year. It's kind of a shell, right? Like they've got a winning record, but if you look on the inside, it ain't great.
it's like hollow. It's a hollow winning record where you look at it and you're like, wait a minute, here's a lot of.
You know what it reminds me of? You know those jelly beans that are like the grab bag, where like you get one out, like like every so often one of the flavors is gonna be like feet or like old bread or whatever, and it's like, ooh, strawberry, ooh, ruby, or moldy cheese. Like that's blood. What it looks like, a tasty jelly bean because it's the Warriors and they got Steph Curry and still got Draymond. And in 2K, this would be a good lineup, but not in real life.
I'm all about jelly beans.
You can tell I'm a high calorie human because all my comparisons are about food.
Well, jelly beans are great.
They are great.
If you could get all your nutrients from a jelly bean, like, oh, cool, potato, banana, it'd be great.
I saw Easter candy this weekend at Target. Maggie and I went to Target, and I saw Cadbury eggs and Reese's eggs, and I'm like, buddy, they just put the hearts out. So I guess real. I got Easter candy on the brain.
Man, they did just put the hearts out. What are we doing? All that to say about jelly beans. If Jalen Wells plays like this, I think they will win. I think they'll win. If Jalen Wells can make over 2.5 threes, and if he can get this
would be a good jelly bean. This would be like biting it in strawberry, or it's 100%. Whatever your favorite flavor is.
I'm like banana. Give me banana. And plus 174, 20 gets you like almost $40. So like, why not?
And listen, man, like, again, we're gonna talk about this later, but like we need to find bright spots like this to root for. Not actually like in the midst of a terrible season. I am rooting for us to go beat Golden State, but if we lose, I'll be like, darn, one step closer to Darian Peterson or AJ DeVanza or Cam Boozer, who, by the way, I know we're gonna do our rewind here in a second. In that rewind, can we talk about that Duke North Carolina game? Because I watched every minute of it and it was awesome.
Let's do that because we're gonna do this right now. Let's do the Daily Grind, Daily Rewind. Let's talk. There were only 4 NBA games, and only one of them I really liked, and that was the Minnesota Clippers game where Kawhi went for 40. Blah blah blah. I mean, let me okay. I guess Raptors beat the Pacers. Heat beat the Wizards. Knicks beat the Celtics. Got that out of the way. Cool. Let's talk about UNC.
Buddy.
Whoa.
Either one of them would be awesome. Caleb Wilson had like 17 and 5 at halftime on Cam Boozer, and he had like 9 and 4 or 9 and 3 at halftime. And then they swapped in the second half, and Boozer had an electric second half. Like those two guys, I get the hype behind both of them. Caleb Wilson has a really, really nice shot. Like this is going to make some people nervous, I'm sure. There is a touch of Jaren Jackson Jr. to his game because he's a perimeter big. He's kind of a finesse. He can get out in space. He can guard. But there is some Jaren in his game. But Boozer is just a freaking bruiser. No pun intended there, I guess. Finishing with 24 and 11. Caleb Wilson had 23 and 4. Just like two titans in college basketball going against one another. Listen, if either one of them ended up in Beale Street Blue, we would be it would be all right by me because again, I wanted to watch them play so I could really like see them against each other.
And that's where we're at right now.
Those two dudes are special, man. Yeah, Those two dudes are special. And that right there makes the 2 losses to the Trailblazers over the weekend A-okay.
Well, and you know what? While you were talking just now, I pulled out Tankathon and I sent the lottery. Let's see if I can get you. I don't know if you can see that, but look whose number 1 pick is.
Is that us first overall? Let's go.
Yep. So like, have you some fun? And that's when this has us getting Darren Peterson. So,
listen, buddy.
any of them top 4 though, man. After watching this,
I am a man of standards and I have moral values, but there ain't a whole lot I wouldn't do for Darren Peterson on his basketball team.
Man. But what is I love before we take a break, because I'm going to cut to a break right after this. One of my favorite characters in the Marvel universe is Trevor Slattery, the British guy that pretended to be the Mandarin. Yep. And he goes, I did things in the street to other men that no other men should ever do. And let's just say that maybe that would happen for Darren Peterson. I don't know. Let's take a quick break. When we get back, we have to talk about the most exciting Super Bowl of all time. I'm kidding. It wasn't very exciting. Halftime show wasn't very exciting. Commercials weren't very exciting. It was just kind of boring. But
I got thoughts.
We got thoughts. We're gonna take a break. We're just gonna take a break. The break might be just as exciting as the Super Bowl. So tune into that, and we'll be right back.
And we got better commercials.
Yeah, we shoot. Yeah, I think Francis is in this one. Give it to me. We'll be right back after this.
In Memphis, we know a thing or two about resilience. From the grindhouse to the Delta, we protect what's ours. But when pests invade your home, it's time to fight back. Grade A Pest knows how to handle what crawls, flies, and bites. With local experience and guaranteed results.
I'm Reggie with Grade A Pest Control. We service the Memphis metro area. That also includes DeSoto and Fayette County as well.
Grade A Pest has the entire Mid-South covered. So if bugs and pests put you to the test, let Grade A solve your problem.
A week ago today, we all thought that, okay, maybe things are really done and dusted for good after losing to Tulane. But, man, what a difference a week can make. Believe it or not, despite all of the, setbacks that they've suffered in conference play alone, a top 2 seed in the American Conference Tournament in March is still very much in play.
Tigers are not out of it. The sky hasn't fallen yet regarding this team. Everything is still technically ahead of them. That's the positive spin, no matter how poorly the season has gone up to this point.
It's hard to deny that Memphis is finding a bit more of a rhythm right now. You see a rotation settling in a lot more. You're seeing Penny at long last finally just cut guys clean out of it like he promised to do months ago. But nonetheless, he's finally doing it. Memphis is seemingly finding something here.
Tune in to Tigers Live with Francis Carlotta, live after every Memphis Tiger basketball game on the Bluff City Media YouTube channel.
Just not playing our best guys down the stretch. Ty Jerome did not play the last. He played exactly 20 minutes tonight. He didn't play again. He didn't play after the 8-minute mark.
Controversial take. I already think Ty Jerome is better than Bane. But, after his 2 first games where he just blew us out of the water and we're like, this is what we've been missing all season. Today I had my first bit of criticism for him, especially in that end of the 3rd and 4th. And it's like, he just has to trust his teammates a bit more. I know it's a bit hard when we're playing the end of the bench plus G Leaguers with him, but he got a little gun happy and I was just like, just 1 or 2 more kickouts. And I think we would have done what we haven't done with Jar and Jaren, and that is build a lead and maintain it.
Tune into the post-game bounce live on the Bluff City Media YouTube channel immediately after every Memphis Grizzlies game for instant reactions and breakdowns. In Memphis, nothing comes easy, and that's exactly how we like it. This is a city built on hustle, on heart, on grit. And at Carway, our rides are built the same way. Tough, reliable, ready for the grind. No games, no gimmicks, just Memphis-style service. Real, honest, and built on trust. Where grit meets grind, you meet your next ride. Carway, grit, grind, and Pink Beetles.
Welcome back to the Daily Grind, everybody. We're really proud to be sponsored by a whole mess of folks. You saw a couple of them in that commercial. First and foremost, Carway Automotive Group. We are super proud to be sponsored by them. If you need to be financed, if you need to get financed, if you need a vehicle, check them out. It's easy peasy lemon squeezy, and that matters when you're buying a car. We're also brought to you by Grade A Pest Services. You saw them there. It's also that time of year. It's not car buying year, but it's pest year. I mean, and all kind. I mean, from the littlest of pests to like a stink bug to the biggest of pests, like I don't know what's big,
like a me.
Oh, hey. Be kind to yourself. I will not have that rusty slander on my show. But call Grade A Pest Services, not to get rid of people. Call 911 to get rid of people.
Or Tony Soprano.
Or your guy. If you have a guy, call your guy.
Call your guy.
Call your guy.
Use guys.
You use these guys. Grade A Pest Services. Reach out to them if you need pest removed. We are also presented by Mug Shots Grill and Bar. They've got an awesome burger. We will be having some Tigers Live viewing parties, shows there. So stay tuned. We are also brought to you by Grind City Brewing. We have 2 watch parties coming up soon. One is next Friday. This Friday. No, next Friday. Next Friday.
21st. And then the next Friday, the 27th.
Right. 21st and the 27th. That's right, because
no, Saturday. This Saturday. Next Saturday. I'm so sorry. The 20th is the home game with the Jazz. I'll be there in morning in my Jaren jersey for his first game back in Memphis. Then on Saturday, the 21st, we'll be hanging out at Grind City Brewing, having brews. No snow and ice this time, knocks on wood. So we can have a good, safe time coming out, hanging out, watching the Grizzlies. Should be a really fun night. I believe it's at Miami. Yeah. Should be a great game. Opportunity for us to go get closer to the lottery. And listen, what better way to go watch your team tank than with having some great brews with great people at Grind City Brewing?
And that ain't that the truth? But yeah, look the shirt, because and isn't that's the truth? Like, if you were going to I don't know, if you're going to have to watch the team play like this, it's kind of have fun while you're doing it. Enjoy your company while you're doing it. Do that at Grind City Brewing. And last but not least, we're sponsored by FanDuel Sportsbook. They're awesome. We're actually going to be heading over here shortly as we discuss something that happened last night. The Super Bowl LXLX happened last night. Seattle Seahawks won 29-13. Here's what I want to do. We'll talk about the game itself, but let's do commercials. Let's do halftime show. Let's do game. What do you think of the commercials? Did any of them jump out? I liked the one with the manscaping one, made me giggle.
That one made me laugh.
All the hair.
Ben Stiller for Instacart made me laugh when he fell off the stage. That one was pretty funny.
I didn't know who Benson Boone was. Okay, so I was watching that. I was like, what's Ben Stiller doing? This is hilarious. And then he gets up there and he does the flip and falls and hurts himself. And I'm like, oh, the other guy's Benson Boone. And so I'm with you. I loved that one.
That one was really funny. So we have Ring cameras here. I'm a little nervous about Ring cameras now after knowing they can do like a mass search feature. Like that was a little weird, right? You can tap into other people's rings to look. I get it, it's to look for your dog, but like we'll be opting out of that. I don't know if I want anybody kind of taking a peek in the front yard here, but that was a little weird. But like it just, I don't know. The commercials there wasn't any just great ones. The Pepsi stealing the polar bear from Coke is pretty funny.
Can they do that? I mean, I guess the polar bear is the Mother Nature's domain. I guess
they did.
It did. I was there wasn't any there's normally like a really good movie trailer, and there wasn't like I was waiting. The Star Wars trailer was dog crap with Sam Elliott. And it wasn't even a trailer, but like normally there's a Marvel movie and we didn't get that. I was a little disappointed.
We got a new Despicable Me, I guess Minions kind of movies coming out. We got that, but I agree there wasn't any kind of like gotta see type movie promos that come out, and they normally do during the Super Bowl.
There was also a lot of not AI commercials, as in commercials made by AI, but there were a lot of commercials
AI.
About for AI. It was really weird. Speaking of that, I did love the Alexa commercial where Chris Hemsworth was like, "That thing's gonna murder me."
And he fights the grizzly bear, and like the house blows up. That one was really funny. Actually, that's better than the Pete Davidson that we got. Hopefully, that replaces the Pete Davidson one that's been on FanDuel for so long. Like,
it just plays over.
And over. Give me that Hemsworth one.
Oh my God, I'd forgotten about that Pete Davidson one until just now. Give me that Hemsworth one. It was good.
Yeah, that was good.
Let's talk about the halftime show, which was Bad Bunny, which I would say, okay, let's be the production design of the whole thing. I was amazed by. We're both
so cool from the field to the bodega, the whole thing.
Amazing, and I loved like the individual sets as he was going through the field. Like I loved it. Cool. Really cool. I just was underwhelmed by the performance itself. I didn't think that I thought the dancing was more fun than the singing. And for me, I'm like, really, I want to see, maybe it's because we're spoiled with Prince, the Prince being like singing,
the goated,
musically, production, like everything was goated. And so maybe that's because that's our bar, but like, I was just kind of like, he was
last year's was better than this one. The 50 Cent one with Eminem and Dr. Dre was better than this one. Like,
yes.
And I'm not like, here's another white guy that's bashing on Bad Bunny. That's not what this is. Like, I went in like hoping it was going to be entertaining, and he sounded out of breath. He sounded like he was hollering the whole time. Like, there were some cool messages put in there, right? Like, together on the football, the only thing that can drive out hate is love on the Jumbotron. Like, there was some cool messaging there. And again, the set design was fantastic. Like, it was just so visually pleasing, but like, he was just in that little off-white jumpsuit and then put on the off-white jacket and just kind of
I was waiting for a costume change. Never happened.
Like a color pop. Like, for it to be such a lively culture that Puerto Rico does have, and they showed that in the set, and I feel like everybody else but him, but he was just in like he looked like he looked like a vanilla ice cream cone just walking around out there. When I wanted strawberry or Neapolitan, or give me something with some pizzazz, right? Because he's known for his pizzazz. And to be out there in an off-white jumpsuit the whole time, hollering out of breath. I didn't love the performance.
Yes.
Again, it was visually pleasing, but the performance just wasn't good. And if you're like I understand you have to say it was good, but like it just wasn't good. I didn't think the performance was good.
I thought that the production was good, but I did not think his performance was good. I think that I honestly thought that he was outperformed by Lady Gaga and Ricky
Martin with doing his best. Jaylen Brown with the head paint, because that boy's hair was dark. Ain't no way he's in his 50s with that brown of hair.
If you get some time, Google Ricky Martin as an old man, because brother, we could hope to be that attractive.
But listen, I'm still looking like I look like Harry from Harry and the Hendersons talking about this, but like
I look like John Lithgow. I look John Lithgow from Harry and the Hendersons, so it's fine. That's perfect. We can recreate the movie.
So, I know I'm one to talk, but like that hair was given all kind of like Jaylen Brown paint on type hair, man.
Maybe I just got a soft spot for Ricky Martin, but I swooned a little bit when I saw him. I was like, Ricky.
Listen, hey, he's a good-looking dude. This is nothing bashing him. And I'll be honest, Maggie texted me from the other room because I was with Shelby watching Super Bowls. Football's not her thing. She was like, "When were you going to tell me my girl?" Because she loves Lady Gaga. Was in the Super Bowl halftime show. I'm gonna be like, I'll be honest, I didn't recognize her. Because she was just kind of like, it was just very muted, and I was like, she looks kind of vaguely familiar. And to be honest, at that point, I was already kind of checked out because it was boring. Yeah. And I was playing Mahjong on my phone, waiting for it to be over and the game to come back on.
You're such an old man.
I am such an old man. But like that's what I was doing. And then when I saw her, I was like, oh, I guess that does look like Lady Gaga.
Yep. It's just I was like, if you're like expecting sort of like not, I don't want to say a spectacle, but like a really big performance and a big performer, And that's just not what we got. And it was just kind of like, oh man, like it's a bummer that I came out of that halftime show liking everybody. Like I was like, man, all those dancers were great. I was really happy about everything other than Bad Bunny. And
that's kind of where it was. And especially when as a football head, like a football junkie, I appreciated what Seattle did to New England last night. They had an incredible defensive game plan.
Yes.
They stuffed them in a locker. They knew everything New England wanted to do, and they had a counterpunch for every single thing. The only good thing that New England had going for him last night was Christian Gonzalez, that corner. He made play after play after play. That's why he's an all-pro. That's why he's one of the best, if not the best, cover corners in the game. That play at midfield when on Rashid Shaheed, who's one of the fastest receivers. Yeah. Rashid Shaheed is one of the fastest dudes in the NFL. And for him to go full extension layout and tap that pass away, like you're not a true, like if you don't like understand football, like that's one of the hardest plays to make. And just to make it so effortlessly at the 50-yard line at the Super Bowl, I was hella impressed by Christian Gonzalez last night for the Patriots. Other than that, local boy Kenneth Walker from Arlington, Tennessee, just dominated last night. 135 yards rushing. It was the second most since Terrell Davis. Just
you were on it on Friday, dude. We talked on Friday when we previewed the game. We were like, whoever wins the rushing game is going to win this game. And
Kenneth Walker was the one, man. And they looked like hats off to Seattle. Incredible game plan on both sides of the ball, but especially defensively. Like they were totally okay kicking a bunch of field goals and stuffing New England in the locker.
I felt really bad for probably your average person that watched the Super Bowl because they probably hated the game because it was a defense and special teams matchup, which, like you said, for football,
masterclass by Seattle.
Oh my God, man! Their punter Dixon, that Aussie.
Oh my God, that line drive punt he hit when they sent all the dogs after him in the fourth quarter and pinned him at the 8-yard line. Like you had 11 dudes rushing you. You got off as quick as you could and still pinned him at the 8.
Coffin corner, man.
Impressive.
I thought they were going to give him the MVP until
they should have.
Walker.
I mean, Walker earned it. Shout out to the Arlington Tigers. But like as a former defensive guy myself, like I appreciated like that was a masterclass for Seattle last night. Just they were gap sound. They got pressure. They took advantage of they kept overloading the rookie left half of the Patriots offensive line.
Will Campbell was
they didn't have a shot, man. They didn't have a freaking prayer because they kept putting Jerron Reed and over rushing with number 7. I'm forgetting his name now, but he had like a bazillion sacks last night for Seattle.
Witherspoon.
I think it was Witherspoon. Yeah, like just incredibly well coached, incredibly well drawn out, played out. Like it was an awesome defensive game plan from Seattle. And like you said, if you're not a football junkie, you hated that game last night.
My mom probably watched that and was like, man, the commercial sucked, Bad Bunny sucked, and the game sucked. And I was like, Mama, you go to bed. Go to bed at like 8 because I could tell ain't gonna be your thing.
And if I had told you, Luke, in the draft class of 2018 was Samuel L. Jackson, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Baker Mayfield, Josh Rosen,
R.I.P. I forgot about him. Yeah.
Sam Darnold. Like, if I had told you Sam Darnold was going to be the first one with a Super Bowl ring, you probably would have asked me what drugs I was on.
I'd have laughed at you and said, can I have what you're having? Man, yeah. When you say
also
all those things
fun
like
fact, did you know that Sam Darnold's grandfather? Do you know about him?
The Marlboro Man, right?
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, that's incredible.
It's amazing.
Yeah. Do you know what his name is?
No,
Dick Hammer. Google it. That's for real.
We could only hope. The Marlboro Man's name was Dick Hammer. Of course it was.
It was. I mean,
man, is he still alive?
We can only hope.
Dick Hammer, if you're still alive, come on the show, brother. I'd love to talk to you.
God.
So we could talk all we want about like I mean a lot of people. New England kind of pooped the bed, and you can talk about whether or not they belonged in the game. And a lot of people were like, they played it Patsy like a dumb schedule.
I gave Jared, some crap in the group chat last night. I do think Bo Nix would have had a bit more success. I don't know that it would have been a whole lot more, but I think they would have had a bit more success against that Seattle defense. But last night, that defense was taking everybody. Like they were going to win that football game. Like
I agree. I don't think there was anybody stopping them after, and it was very. You knew after. For me, after the first quarter, Honestly, when the defense stopped everything, they punted like 4 times. They made them punt like 4 times.
They get their first down of the second quarter. I think they got 1 first down of the second half, maybe 2. Like just
and
as Tony Allen once said. Go ahead.
No, you first.
As Tony Allen once said, they cut that water off.
They cut the water off, and it's like if they're going to cut the water off, and Sam Darnold ain't going to turn the ball over, they're just going to win. They're just going to win.
I mean, they're just going to hand the ball to Kenneth Walker III, and he's just going to just slice and dice and run all over that New England defense. Like, good luck.
Have you ever heard him talk, Kenneth Walker? I never heard him
he
talk.
He sounds
before.
like a little 15-year-old child.
he looks scary. And then as soon as he starts talking, I looked at Kyle and I went, because he's just so sweet. He's a little sweet.
They showed him in the pregame magazine. He looks like he's like a 40-year-old man. And after the game, he sounds like a 15-year-old who hadn't hit puberty yet. The only person I was more surprised by their voice this weekend was Vucci Mane when they interviewed Vucci Mane after his game, and he sounded like your average like CPA, like Boston really CPA guy, not this big slob that he is. It was like, huh.
Like, who are you? What like you're not Usif.
Yeah, ain't no way your name is Yusuf. It's Joseph. No. You just churched it up.
Joseph. Let's get way ahead of our skis here. Super Bowl just ended. It literally ended yesterday. And so why no better time. You missed football already? Well, we're jumping ahead.
I missed football already.
Me too. I think we all do. And so we're gonna get ahead of our skis because it's time for our daily dose of It's a Trap. Presented by FanDuel Sportsbook. This is where I'm going to give you some bets from FanDuel. It's named after Admiral Akbar, our guy. You just have to tell me if it's a trap, like him. Like I said, we're fast forwarding. We're going to be doing the odds win the Super Bowl next year. I love that you can bet on this. You could bet on this last night. These odds were up last night.
Shout out FanDuel.
FanDuel's the best. Okay, which one of these is a trap? Is it A, the Seattle Seahawks to win next year's Super Bowl at plus 750? Is it B, the Los Angeles Rams to win next year's Super Bowl at plus 800? Or is it C, the New England Patriots to win next year's Super Bowl at plus 1200?
Okay. All right. So I feel like plus 750 is a good starting point for a Super Bowl champion. That feels like it should be like the highest it should be. And it feels like that should be Seattle. Like I feel good about that one. Because they dominated. And if anybody's going to have odds on favorite, it's the team who just dominated the other team in the Super Bowl.
And they beat some good teams to get there too.
Yeah. And I think the Rams have a chance to kind of be that good again if Stafford comes back, which all signs are pointing to. The MVP is going to come back. I think they're keeping most of their team. They were with Seattle until that NFC Championship game they were in that game for a while, but Seattle finally just kind of melted it away. But that was a great back and forth series. So I feel good about that. Plus 1,200 for the Patriots. Let me ask you this. I'll ask you this. Do you think that who is more of a flash in the pan, Seattle or New England? Which one got lucky and punched above their weight class?
I'll ask the questions here, man, but I would say New England.
All right. So since you said New England, then I want to say New England as a trap.
Yeah, you're right.
Let's go.
So this is actually really funny. Logic, man. Seattle and the Rams, they're the best. I think they were probably the best.
I mean, that makes sense. They were the two best teams in football, in my opinion, this year. The Broncos probably right in there too.
Yep. Which the Buffalo Bills have a plus 1,200. The Patriots are plus 17.
Do they know who their new coach is?
I don't know, man. So you've got Buffalo.
Brady?
I don't get it, man. There are several teams ahead of New England. I think like the Chargers, the Broncos, the Packers, the Bills, the Ravens. They do not, as much as I think this is a flash in the pan, so does Vegas. A lot of Vegas does too.
I mean, I was calling it a flash in the pan, but I wasn't calling it that bad.
Yeah, Vegas is
teams got new coaches, got new systems, got all new everything. But you still think the Bills and the Ravens and Jim Harbaugh's Chargers are going to be better than the Patriots next year? I don't know.
I thought it was strange as well. The
Broncos I can get behind.
Yeah, yes, but I don't know. Like if you want to go put some money on the Patriots right now, why not? Revenge season. I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
But plus 1,700. Real quick before we get out of here, it's Monday, and Mondays are for lasagna around here. That's where we talk about the good and the bad from the weekend. What did I do? Oh, I'll go first. I'm going to be, so I'll just say my Monday, my bad. It's not even a bad. I just really was hoping the Super Bowl was going to be better. I kind of it's what I was looking forward to all weekend. Oh, and you know what? This is a bad. Lindsey Vonn crashed in the speed, and that sucked. That's what I'll use as my Monday, because I thought it was crazy that she was coming back and skiing anyway, and she broke her leg. So it's
as a two-time ACL survivor, tear survivor, cannot imagine being out there skiing without one. And then to hear she broke her leg, and it wasn't even her leg that was a problem. She caught that flag and it spun her around, and just an ugly crash. T's and P's to Lindsey Vonn for a speedy recovery, but that was tough. That was a tough watch yesterday. Even it kind of cast a shadow over Breezy Johnson, who dominated and won gold, and it still was with that little but Lindsey Vonn, man, it's tough.
Rough. That's gonna be my Monday. My lasagna. I'm gonna be an old man. The weekends are my book reading time, and I had a lot of time because of the stuff that was happening. I had a lot of time where I was just sitting and not had much to do, so I had a book. And man, there ain't nothing like a good book where it's like you finish a chapter and you're like, how long's the next one? Do I have time to keep reading? I really love that feeling. I would enter a room like a sitcom character and I'd be like, man, books is cool. And they'd be like, so that was a great endorsement for books from Luke. Luke said books is cool. So
I mean, where else can you stare at former trees with ink scribbled on them and hallucinate for hours upon hours than reading a book?
When you say it like that, sounds great. So that was my lasagna. Books.
So that would actually be Maggie's Monday. I'm going to give you her Monday. I like to be productive on the weekends. She's super busy during the week. She likes to kind of veg out on the weekends. And as you can tell, if you look at this beautiful wall behind me, we were productive this weekend. Yeah, she painted this wall. Yeah, so she's wanting to make it. We're going to put up some stuff to kind of tell our story about us for my background here in the podcast. So there's going to be some Grizzly stuff and some her and I stuff. So stay tuned. It's going to look beautiful. So this is her handiwork. She painted this a beautiful navy blue. I cleaned out and organized the garage, and I like being productive on the weekend. So but her Monday would be that forced her to not be able to read as much this weekend. And we just started. We do a book club together. We just started a new book, and so kind of bummed we didn't get far into that, but we got this done.
I love that wall.
Which is my lasagna. I love being productive on the weekends. I cleaned out the garage, and I've got my weight set kind of set up in the corner now, building my little home gym out in there. And so that was super productive. That was great. My Monday happened last night. I got him in here with me. My buddy Boone, her lab has got he's got a hip or something that's bothering him, and he's having a hard time going up and down steps and jumping right now. So we're going to take him to the vet after a while. So some T's and P's would be appreciated for Boone. He's the one that, had cancer in 24 that we went to Auburn and we dealt with. And so best dog, best boy, sweet boy. And so we would appreciate thoughts, prayers, good vibes, whatever you believe in and whatever you do. Boone certainly needs those today. And hopefully it's just a little hip sprain and he's going to be all right.
He pulled something to
the vet to say, yeah.
Maybe I'm
an old man.
I get it. Maybe he's got what Jaw has.
That's a calf contusion. That's what I said last night. She was like, what do you think you'd be? I'm like, well, he could be like half the Grizzlies and have a calf contusion.
He's getting whatever's in the Memphis water down there is what he's got, the calf contusion.
Yeah, they're giving him out like Oprah, man, around here. You get a calf contusion. You get a calf contusion. Walter Clayton Jr., you've been a Grizzly for 72 hours. You get a calf contusion.
Boone's like, I didn't ask for one. I'm a dog.
I don't play for the Grizzlies.
I'm a dog, for God's sake.
Just a dog.
Yeah, I know. Dog. I know I'm going to be Boone if you can hear me. Boone. I don't want to. You have headphones on. I'm just yelling at you. Sorry, Boone.
Okay.
You're like, Luke, stop, please.
I'll tell him. Jeez,
stop it, please. We got some book readers in the comments. I got distracted.
Oh,
yeah, books are amazing, Edward. And books on tape are good. Audiobooks are also good. I listen to audiobooks as well. It's great.
Especially if you get one with good readers. Some of them are monotone and then the next chapter. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. When they give you but when they give you some oomph to it, I love that.
Yep, give it to me. Yeah, that's our endorsement for books, everybody. And that's going to
real quick, sorry. Random endorsement. Mindy Kaling's book that she wrote about herself. I forget the name of it. She reads it in the audiobook and it's fantastic.
Kyla has read the book. I have not. She recommended the book, but
10 out of 10 recommend as an audiobook because Mindy Kaling actually reads it to you. She's Kelly Kapoor from The Office and wrote a ton of The Office. Incredibly well done, well written, and well read by the great Mindy Kaling.
Oh, heck yeah, dude. We might have we gotta start book club. Shout out Mindy Kaling if you're watching the show. Hop on. We'd love to have you.
Hop
on. That's gonna do it for the show today, y'all. Stay tuned to it. We got a full slate of shows for you today. We're gonna have $2 at 11
with your top 5 survival guide, with your survival guide to surviving a tanking season. We're gonna help the people.
I love this. But Lord knows some of them need it. Then we'll have Saint at 1. No bluffing tonight. We got a game tonight. Go Grizzlies. We'll have a post-game bounce after that. Tigers live after every Tigers game. We've got On Beat with BCM. We got On the Bluff. We got Tigers Untapped. We got Night Court. We've got, I always feel like I'm forgetting one. I don't know if I am. Post-game bounce.
On the beat. Post-game bounce. 901 Soccer Podcast.
901 Soccer Podcast. Got a whole mess of stuff, y'all, so check it out. Also, thank you to our sponsors. Thank you to FanDuel. Thank you to Grind City Brewing. Thank you to Mugshots Grill and Bar. Thank you to Grade A Pest Service. And thank you to Carboy Automotive Group. Thank you to Rusty. Thank you to the comments. And if we can leave you with anything today, remember 2 things. 1, be a little weird. There he is. I forgot, and I was like, where's he going to come from? And 2, remember to smile. Bye, everybody. Have a great day. We will see you tomorrow.
Thank you for listening to The Daily Grind. If you enjoyed this episode, leave a rating and a review wherever you download your podcasts. Also, like and subscribe to Bluff City Media's YouTube page. We'll see you back here next time.